Hey guys, Tight Repair bringing you some more Grand League Cup action. On the right hand side we've got André with OKW going for breakthrough, and Elpern with Ossier, who has fortified armor, blitz and spearhead. On the left we've got Nicko with Soviets, who's got armored assault, shock army and urban defense. And finally Isildur, guard motor locked in straight away. I think he's trying to wire off from inside the building. André coming around to the side where he can only get shot at by a limited number of windows.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Is this banned? Is this banned in the rules? Might be banned in the rules. He does flush the combat engineer out of there. And around the long way to get in.
Hands of Fusiliers assigned to the front. Taking fire!
Oh, we got a rules clarification there by André. And this is why these players never read the rules, you know? It's tournament organizer, you make these rule sets and the players just don't read them. That's how it goes. So a few skirmishes going on across the battlefield. Nothing too decisive to this point. Pretty even split on the fuel. So André getting pretty good value out of his Kubel so far. Holding on to this strong building, but here comes the flamethrower looking to do something about this. Closing in over here. André didn't send both squads in at the same time though. Looks like he's just full retreating with these stern piles. Nice little cut-off move there by Isildur.
Caution! They have a flamethrower! Protect the flank! Contact infantry!
Nice fuel control right now for the Axis though. Good time to get it. Might assist them in their light vehicles earlier on. Noganno doesn't have tier 2 up yet though, and his piles are still on the field. Merging into the flamer there. Nicko. This is Noganno, by the way. It's a bit of an all-star match here from the 2v2 scene. Battle group from André, slightly forwards, not like right in the middle, close to the center, but maybe going to be somewhat relevant for some forward reinforcing.
Infantry attacking in force! Equipment upgrade received. Contact infantry!
André brawling it out here. Got the numbers.
Global command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
Don't think Elpern is behind heavy cover there. Kind of getting cut down by those conscripts. Going back with his greens now. Maybe hoping he can force a retreat on this before having to retreat with everything himself. Doesn't look like it's going to work for him. Full retreat there. See what he's going for, but didn't quite.
100
pan out in terms of damage. Okay, he picked up a 4th green deer as well before the 222. Don't see that too often. But still pretty fast 222 timing, maybe indicating he hasn't suffered much bleed to this point. But he's about to have to reinforce a whole bunch. He's gone for a mid bunker before this as well, so he's probably going to be spending a long time in base with a few of these squads. Does not have the manpower to reinforce. Contract a Vet 2 on that Kubel already, by the way. Strong performance so far. Got a mine down over here. Got the detection on, maybe so he can see what's coming. Doesn't get surprised. MG34 for André. He's got healing up here as well. Speed his munitions. Got double G43s coming online. Take this range straight into an anti-tank grenade. Got pyros nearby for repairs though, not a big deal for Elpern. It's got the sweeper as well. It's a double Soviet team, you're probably going to need some mine sweeping. Speaking of mines, there goes one on Andre's Fusiliers. Still quite far away from his battle group. So, like soft retreating over there. Not really that viable from his current position. Might be faster just to retreat and then run up there. Spend some time killing off these sandbags. A bit of a slower fight it feels like on Isildur versus Elpern's side. Goes in the gap here. Get those G43s working. G43s prevail. Conscript's getting chopped up here for Nicko. He's got a lot of manpower, so does Isildur. And he's putting it to use on a T70 and a Zis T70 for Isildur as well. A bit different to the other series we saw the other day where we saw quite a lot of quads. Not to be seen between these two Soviet players.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Did detect the mine, hasn't got a chance to sweep it yet though. Gotta be careful. The sweeper hidden. He doesn't retreat over it, and he brings the sweeper back out again. And he's gonna go for the sweep. Stun nade bought him a bit of time. G43's closing in. They're pretty clumped up for the flamer though, taking some big damage. Big flame bursts.
Return fire!
Machine gun getting flanked there. And André's gone for the Sturm Officer. Falcon trying to lock down the cut-off. He's not cutting anything off, so he doesn't really need to stay there for too long. Here comes the T70. So he's going to the top side first. Well, this green diesel is a little bit low. Elpern does have a pack. It's coming up this way now. Not particularly fast, these T70s, you know, 9.5 minutes-ish. Just did have that period of double fuel control. It seems to have slowed down their arrival. But they're on the field now. And they're causing some trouble. André only just got his Raketten now. Maybe got a little bit greedy going for both the officer and the machine gun before the Raketten. He's paid off for him. He's had good map control, but now he doesn't have enough anti-tank to handle this. Trying to hide behind the building here. Nicko playing it safe. Probably could have got the kill there if he was willing to get Fausted, but he was not willing. LMG's online now for Elpern.
is attempting to steal our
The
sector.
hands a trick here, Andre, for a little bit of extra anti-tank. Nicko not paying attention. No chase for the wipe, though. So one Rakitten shot popping off there. Steering officer advancing. Slowly chipping away once those sandbags are gone. Those conscripts are not going to last long up there. Okay, Allies going for a bit of a 2-on-1 against Elpern right now. It's in the building as well. You can see the pack coming. Don't know if we've seen many mines go down from the Axis yet. Been focusing on weapon upgrades, so T-70's pretty safe at this stage. No sweep for Isildur or Nicko. So mine could be pretty good, but none to be seen.
Detection of enemy vehicles can now be achieved. Our superiors have given us 120mm mortars.
Few PTRA shots popping off there.
Supply sector under attack.
Ooh, close call for Isildur. But he gets away with it. Wherever those double T-70s show up, that's trouble. Trouble for the enemy.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
We may be small, but we're fast.
Shock troops for Nicko. Don't see these too often. Coming around the side here. Means he's gone for shock army. Also a pretty rare commander. This is about to be some major problems for Andre. Surprised Nicko didn't commit to the decrew here with the T-70 arriving. I think he could have done way more damage than this. Bit of a lucky break for Andre, honestly. Nicko just playing it safe, playing it cool, but could have got a lot more done there. Could have been a decrew on the Rakitten for sure. Maybe he's worried about Andre having a second Rakitten. There's a possibility. Speaking of second AT guns, Elpern's got one as well. One extra one.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Yeah, as I said in the last series, I think there is some kind of Commander Terminator in play. Maybe that's why Nicko has gone for shock army. You know, they're going for the heavy hitter guard motor, so they want to spread things around. One guard motor, one shock army, so they don't run out of commanders too early, if I had to guess. Throw that into the retreat path. Andre not falling for it, but he's a little bit late retreating after that. T-70 is not going to chase for the wipe though. Pushing up with the pack. For a second I thought that Grenadier died. I was like, what? It's just the decorator, I think that's what they call them. Those LNG Greens hitting Vet 2 now. They are chewing through these combat engineers. The rotation from Nicko. And a double team Elpern. He's got the second pack there. Didn't quite get a shot off though. Bring it up to here rather than through here. Missing a lot of firing opportunities. Elpern, unfortunate the way he's decided to move things. And the pack missing maybe there as well. There's a lot of pressure on Elpern's side. Missing again. I think that might have been an attack round, that one. pop the incendiary rounds. Oh. Inside the building could be alright against the T-70. Not great, but alright. Kind of feels like Isildur, yeah, gonna go for a resist barrage. The building's quite low. Doesn't take too much damage on the first shell. Elpern's very quick to react. I think the problem for that is like it didn't land clean. If he brought that slightly further forwards and it landed like flush on the building, probably would have gone down in 2 shots, I think. Second AT gun out now for Isildur as well. No medium tanks quite yet, but André, here comes his one. Straight tier 4 for Elpern. Big wave of troops coming down the bottom for Nicko here. I'm surprised P4's not up there blasting them. Oh, conscript dead. Very good preservation all round until that point from yeah, every player in the game. Seconds this out for Nicko as well, so very similar builds between the two Soviet players. One's gone for guards, one's gone for shock troops, but apart from that, pretty much identical.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Elpern still keeping his commander open. He's gone for a Brumbeer. Does have fortified armor. Could be an option. Give him smoke as well, which might come in handy. I don't think the elephant's like particularly OP on this map or anything, but you know, could still be alright. Oh boy, Soviet mine there. British decrewed. Was this rotating for the P4? This could be trouble. Nicko trying to bait him in. He's trying to stay behind the fence line, but in a bit of a traffic jam situation, he's going to get the snare off on it. Any crawlers here? Not that I can see. Doubles this are pushing up, hoping to kill this off, I think, but Fusiliers going to jump on it in time. If it gets decrewed again. What? Oh, André really slow. Retreating with that afterwards. That's dead. Be wounded as well. Oh, and Folkstreet is dead. Oh, big problems for André there. Wow, he lost a lot. Elpern lost his grenadiers now as well. T-34 85 charging through. Double packs. They missed one of their shots. I feel like one of them might have missed. This is not looking good for the Axis right now. They're getting blasted. Goes the 222. Spinning around. Those getting chopped up. Double vehicle pressure. Eventually overwhelming Elpern. Just didn't have the snares in the right place at the right time. No mines down. Doesn't even manage to get a shot off, and he's bleeding like crazy. Decrew on Isildur's anti-tank gun, and Elpern's going in for another one.
The sector is at risk.
T-34-85 has engine damage, so he's getting a bit scared about that. Went for S-mines, okay. Not tellers though. P4's coming up. Oh, André's stolen the Zis. Looking to polish off this T-34-85. P4 missed its shot. T-70's coming up here looking to decrew the Zis. Oh my goodness. Bad run so far from the P4. Some rear armor hits. Got marked as well. T-3485 surviving. AT-gun decrewed again. Elpern's recrewed his one. The P4's maybe wrapping around. The marked vehicle plane has been destroyed, so the Axis can maybe sneak up the side without being spotted. Get a cheeky shot off and win the fight. Just gotta hope that this doesn't have some kind of crazy out of control death crit. No, Andre's gonna play it safe and just pull back. I've been trying to kill off the Zis up there, not happening. Missed his shot, now backing away. Boombear's healthy again, but what's that gonna do? For here for Nicko. Oh! Okay, gets the kill anyway. Dude, that was like 95% way through the animation. Do you see that? It was like, see the muzzle flash?
We are suffering vehicle losses.
And everything. It was good driving from André though. He kind of like, you know, delayed the final shot from T-34 for long enough because the barrel wasn't facing the right direction, but he's not hanging around. He's going in for more. Keep kicking them while they're down. Looks like André maybe trying to save up for a Panther at the moment. Trying to weather the storm. Oh, Obers are dead. Shock troops have done well this game. Sneak coming through, but it's taken forever. 50 range away. There's some salvaging up there. There's PTRS, not that useful for the Axis. Doesn't have, okay, Elpern's going in for the kill here. T-34 in this corner. I think he lost vision on it. Reedy's coming around. But by the time they spot it, out of pack arc, Bomby's coming up. Pack might have missed. He's up here crushing some S mines. TCB could, no, Faust's cooling down. Pack's pushed all the way up here. I think this was too much for Elpern. Didn't have enough Grenadier support to make this work. Good play from Isildur, bringing this in. Bailing this out. A slightly clean execution if Elpern just pushed that pack up further initially. So there's ready to fire when his Grenadiers came around the corner. Spotted the T-34. I think that could have worked, but maybe he felt like if he pushed the pack up, it would run straight into the T-34 and get decrewed, so he didn't want to do that. Tough call to make for sure. Another T-34 for Nicko. Triple cap behind this. Axis about 50 points, 60 points behind now. Game hasn't really settled in such that André can actually make use of this ISG too much. High action, very dynamic. And they're trying to kill André's tech structure, but the Panther's here. André does not have a Raketen at the moment, probably still does need one. It's a bad start for the Panther, missing its first shot. Alright, second one. It's alright, gets the shot through. Capping in the middle as well. Shot now. Nicko. T-3485 for Isildur. machine gun upgrade on the Panther yet. Andre's a little bit low on munitions, maybe wants to keep a bit afloat so he's enough for snares, grenades, and flares. Doesn't want to commit to the Panther machine gun. Another T-34, just a regular one this time round for Isildur. He's doesn't have population room for anything more than that. Solid hit from the Bombear, but being marked, being forced back. Elpern gone for a P4. It's a very strange call. He didn't have tier 3 down, did he? I thought he went straight tier 4. Okay. I thought he might go for a Panzerwerfer, honestly. You know, he's up against double AT guns. Maybe like a Panther into a Panzerwerfer. And then just hope that the loiter planes can bail you out against the T-34s. But pretty grim on the map control right now for the Axis. Hard for them to do much. Really caged into this tiny area. Okay, Axis gonna try push out again. They're not combining up for a 2-on-1. They're both trying to spread out onto their respective sides of the map. Coming in here with the Bombear, hoping for this decrew, and he gets one swiftly. The pack there backing things up. Oh, no munitions for a Faust for Elpern. Can't slow down this T-34, it's just charging right on top of him. A lot of bounces here at the moment though. Bombear just out the front, tanking it. He's on hold fire. If he came off hold fire, he might get a few shots to do something.
We have lost a Panzer.
Elpern getting completely overwhelmed there with that big thrust from Isildur.
Firing on our HQ.
Seems like the push on Andre's side also didn't amount to much. Rammed in his base.
Consolidate our forces. We are down to 50 points.
Too little, too late here for Andre. The artillery barrage right in the deal step as well.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice. The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
There we go. So, it was a pretty good early game for the Axis, you know, up until the T-70s arrived. They were doing really well. Better map control, better fuel control. It's looking strong. But once the T-70s arrived, they caused the Axis some major trouble. You know, if you're just trying to cover a T-70 with like one Raketin, one Shrek, it's pretty tall task for OKW. It's tough. And then the Allies combined up for a couple 2-on-1s with their T-70s against Elpern. Kind of forced them completely off the map. Good teamwork by these guys. And that just meant, yeah, the Axis massively diminished on their map control. Struggled to come back after that. Just you can see these guys are just absolute masters, right? Isildur and Nicko making such good reads, such good attacks, just charging straight in, knocking out the AT guns, overwhelming the opponent, getting out of there with their vehicles alive. Some very, very high level stuff, hard to compete with. Would like to see some mines down from the Axis though. That's one area where maybe they could get something happening. Nicko with double flamers, never got a sweeper. Isildur got a sweeper like kind of late. Maybe that could be an avenue for them to explore. T70 hits the Telemite. That could be a game changer. All right, on to game 2 of the series. Here's the scoreboard for you lads. Game 2 of this series. Nicko and Noganno both going for Ossir. One with the Lightning War, the other with Spearhead. On the left-hand side, André with US Forces got tact support, infantry, and urban assault. And Elpern with Soviets, combined arms, defensive, and guard motor. I wonder if we're going to see almost mirror strategies for Nicko and Isildur. Nope, one's gone for a machine gun, the other one's gone for grenadiers, so bit of a change from the first game, though they are up against different factions on their sides of the map. Bit of in and out trickery here. I feel like sometimes these high ranked players do this to you and hope that you get so caught up in this one engagement, because that's how much micro you have, that then they put some more moves on you that you don't notice are happening. But that's not the case here for André. Handling this very well. A little bit slow getting into cover there though. His conscripts wrapping around onto the cutoff. Going to use these sandbags against the Axis. Elpern's coming down here with 2 squads. He's losing control on the top, but he's already got here. He's wired some stuff off. Had control of the fuel. Strong start, and oh, that's unfortunate time for Nicko. Sets up his machine gun just as the riflemen come in on the deep flank. Forced away immediately. Elpern's conscripts repositioning, trying to get some superior cover now. André taking some time, put some tank traps up, ready to defend that VP in the future. Isildur pushing forwards onto the cutoff.
The sector has been cut off.
Just all sorts of brawling all over the show. Elpern getting down here onto this cutoff as well, so Nicko and Isildur getting completely cut off for a time. But now this could be a bit of a dicey retreat for these combat engineers past the 2 conscripts. Past the 2 grenadiers rather. A little bit of negative cover. So they're taking a favourable path though. And the allies muscling up here, so they're not going to get a chance to shoot at them. We'll start the the wipe indicator just in case. Flamethrower popping. Rifleman evacing. Did get the wire off on the building, but the flamethrower squad won't be able to last too long in that building anyway. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there from André. Running onto the negative cover.
We have been granted access to superior arms and soldiers.
Cal gets the first burst in and suppresses the machine gun immediately. Good start there for André. He's gone for the urban assault grenade launcher. We saw that in the previous series. Good on this area. Do some building v building fights down here. Grenade launcher having to get out. Kind of needs to reinforce that now. And going for the lieutenant. Another grenade launched. Bringing up the ambo, so that's why I didn't retreat with the re-echelon earlier. So it's pretty good stuff for the allies, got a bunch of cut-offs happening and whatnot, but now they kind of have been forced back. Elpern resecuring on the top side, sweeping up some S mines over there. Maybe we can snip off some of this wire as well, plant his own wire.
Grenadiers! Bringing round! Ready to go! Contact! Infantry!
I think it's the same split on the map as well. Nicko versus André Elpern versus Isildur, same as game 1. The matchups with the spawns. Okay, so 222 hitting the field, 530, very fast one for Isildur, not missing any timings.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Let's have a mid bunk up already as well. Must not have suffered much bleed.
The enemy has
There's a
broken
bit.
our
Oh,
supply lines.
some of those are east mines, right? I think so. Skewing the numbers.
Enemy infantry is engaging us.
No dodge on the rifle nade. We're just making it tough for Isildur to push back into here. Just camping behind heavy cover. Buying time. He hasn't got his own tier 3 up yet though. Both his combat engineers were on the field, so his tech's delay doesn't even have tier 2 up yet, so it's going to be quite a long time investing into tech. Field's squad of guards. It's going to help him against the 222 in the meantime. Still got a volley of AT rifle shots off, looking for another one. Right into the retreats. No dodge from Isildur. Maybe he's hoping that he wouldn't get wiped by it, but he did. Gonna have to dodge backwards. It was a really well-timed, well-placed grenade by Elpern. That means, you know, no repairs on the 222, so swapping sides, coming over to Andre's area. André going for the double officer build. We saw that a bit from him in the past. No quad available though in this commander. He's gone for an AT gun.
Get ready, guys!
Still in base though, he hasn't room to bring it forwards. Whoops. Doesn't have the bazooka on the lieutenant either. But the 50 cal doing alright. He's under quite a lot of pressure though. Going double officer and only 2 squads of riflemen means he doesn't have as many snares either to handle these 222s. To limit him a bit more.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Combination he's getting blasted. Forced to retreat though. Still in control on the fuel on top side, Elpern. Fired up captain gets around the side of the machine gun. Ooh, AoE suppression kicking in though. Lieutenant's getting around the other side. Getting run off here. Tigana Rondres rolling up. Not here yet though. He's bleeding quite a lot. Here it comes. One misses its first shot. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Attack round well off target though. And now Rangers for André. G43s for Nicko. Okay, that's interesting. See those too often these days. Grenades getting launched. Okay, Elpern going for a quad. This is a late one. By the time it's coming online, like 10 minutes. 7.5 is like a more standard timing. No T-70s like we saw being so effective in the previous game. Maybe he feels like he wants the AA for later on. Let's have that as an option from the quad. Does put the Thompsons on the Rangers. There they go. Wondering if he was going to go Thompsons or bars, maybe go triple Zooks on them for later on for some anti-tank, but no. Goes for the Thompsons, going to delay the weapon racks. If you've got this much infantry, you can benefit quite a lot from weapon racks though. Right, I'm going to start losing some of their punch now that the Grenadiers are upgraded with G43s. T-gun missing again. André having a bad run so far. Lieutenant gets around the side of the machine gun, but it's getting very low. Getting suppressed though by the 50. T-gun pushed up. Doesn't manage to get a shot through. Pretty close on the VPs at this stage.
We are losing a
So
sector.
we're now getting Poe's repair happening. You can definitely feel the lack of momentum. After Isildur lost that Pio, slowed things down a lot from on this side of the map. Able to repair his 222 back up. It's brought Elpern quite a lot of freedom up here.
And G42 team is ready for action.
As I said in the previous series, I believe the heavy mortar is nerfed in this mod that the tournament's played on. So it's probably why we're not seeing Elpern go for one. It's still alright, but it's not like really good anymore. Ooh, rifle nade in.
Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
Guard surviving it though. The flamer's not hitting
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
very well there. Comes the pack through the middle. The quad's already dodging. We had a grenade going off here. Just from the Rangers. Do have those regular grenades once you get the G43s, not the rifle nades anymore. Something for André to watch out for. Well, he's doing a pretty good job here. Going to pop the speed buff. Weaving around, dodging the AT. Rotation from Isildur down to the bottom side. Where's the AT gun? A little bit far back. Coming up here with the sweepers though. It's good to see from Isildur. Clearing off those mines with no problem. Jumping back into the building here. Getting a couple bursts off, then fading away.
Medium armor and rocket artillery is now
It's going to be a Sherman for André. Do have the Dozer Blade upgrade, of course, as an option on that.
Ready for action! Goddamn prone infantry! Ready yourself!
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Big wave of troops coming through for Nicko. André under a lot of pressure here. Try to set up this 50 cal. Could backfire on him. I'm surprised Nicko hasn't thrown a grenade on it already. Here it comes. A little bit late. Catching the Rangers as well, though, with that. T-gun, one shot on the 222. Bit of suppression slowing down the advance. Rifleman going to jump back on the 50. And here comes the Sherman. Pack's coming up. Second pack from Nicko as soon as he saw that Sherman. Pretty fast one too. 4:15 minutes, probably aided by the fact that you didn't go for any weapon racks, no light vehicle. That's a pretty fast one for André. Oh, late retreat though, loses his rifleman there. Hit 3 on the Grenadiers now. After that, popping down some more sandbags.
ready for orders.
Got a Zis up here for Elpern now. Maybe he's going to try to kill these off. Speaking of sandbags getting killed, pack from Isildur trying to do the same. While this is happening though, the quad coming around the side a bit. Pack's occupied trying to kill the sandbags. Small VP lead for the Axis right now. Elpern getting his tier 4 going right now. With the KD ratios. Yeah, I've been bleeding quite a bit. Pretty standard stuff for Soviets though. Playing conscripts, nothing too out of the ordinary. Big Zis barrage and the Grenadiers die after that. Ooh, 2 losses there for Isildur now. The Rangers grenade, big old whiff on that. Double packs though. Sherman, okay, has been upgraded with the Dozer Blade. Does slow it down a bit though. It's not all just free bonuses. Can make it harder to dodge the AT guns because you're a bit slower. Thought he might chase there for a follow-up shot to try kill, but no. Just one and done. Ohio coming in for Nicko. He's gone straight for tier 4. Yeah, he's gone battle phase 3. He doesn't have tier 4 up yet. But the allies are looking pretty strong right now. Axis haven't had the best early game, and both the Axis seem to be trying to have like a fast tech strategy, which
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
if it works will pay off massively, but the allies are really turning up the heat while all this tech is happening. And that's the benefit of the Dozer Blade. More frontal armor. You actually have a chance of bouncing a pack shot. Oh, DP on the ground though. It's good for Isildur. Guards didn't die.
You need light anti-tank support?
We are ready to go, comrades.
T-34-85 for Elpern.
T-34 ready for combat.
We are under attack.
Fast reactions with the smoke from Isildur. Ooh, wow, fired above the sandbags. Must be just the right elevation there for that to happen. Close call.
The enemy is taking
But yeah,
our
allies
territory.
really taking control. The Axis both try and tick up to tier 4. Seems to have backfired on them a bit. Especially with Isildur now losing like 2 units in the early game as well. And so far the allies doing a pretty good job of dodging the double packs. And they've got, you know, premium mediums, ones with extra health that aren't just going to die to 4 pack shots. Makes the double packs not quite as deadly as they usually would be. Definitely helping things out a lot. Triple cap going now. But maybe the Axis is going to get some Tigers out. It's still a long way off in terms of fuel. And they just cannot break through anywhere. Pyro did for Nicko. That's an uncharacteristic loss from him. Busting through the fence line. Double AT guns lining up, but the captain's on top of the AT guns. Hoping for the D crew. Does get engine damage on the Sherman though, so that's not really able to contribute too much. Oh, I say that, and an absolute max range HE shot. Wiping a Grenadier. Nicko under crazy pressure here, getting completely overwhelmed by André.
We have lost a pack gun.
Doesn't look like it's going too well for Isildur at the top either. He just cannot break through at all. Elpern walling them off. Oh my goodness, on the road.
Suffering losses.
Casualty after casualty. He's going for more. He's looking. He's cover to covering. Here's Andre's AT gun. Should be up here trying to blast away these decrewed packs. Going to snare off on this. Okay, Nicko throwing in the towel for the team. Understandable.
The enemy has dealt us a blow.
Yeah, well, just looked like the double tier 4 tech from the Axis, just too much of a lull in their firepower. Allies capitalizing with their medium tanks and just applying too much pressure, completely boxing the Axis off the fuel points. Dodging their AT guns nicely, and that's GG. So the Allied team of André and Elpern strike back in the series. Bring it to 1-1. Maybe these guys, maybe in like previous games, because, you know, Isildur and Nicko are such strong players, maybe they could get away with this tier 4 rush. Because they're just so good, they can outplay their opponents to such a high level that they can actually make that strategy work. But in this instance, not paying off because André and Elpern strong enough to keep pace with them in the early game. And then as soon as they had that lull in action, lull in strength, getting forced off the map and losing. How close though, you know, not too far away from a Panther, both of them, but yeah, not quite there. Maybe one of them needs to go for tier 3, the other tier 4, split it up. Because, you know, if you got a P4 and 2 AT guns, you know, the P4 can maybe force the T-34 like one way, push it into the AT guns. Can just help rotate, cover more angles. But just 2 AT guns alone, sometimes the enemy can get some reads on where they are positioned and avoid them, which is pretty much what happened here from the Allies. Well played. Interesting. André going for a Scott after the Sherman. No, they might have caught up with him. This game went for a bit longer. He had no anti-tank. Like, really. One snaring squad, one AT gun could just get blasted out very easily from that position. But alright, didn't matter in this particular game. The stats for you lads. Elpern really brought it back once that T-34 arrived, right? I think it was about 35 kills down at one stage. It was like 33 to like 65-ish. And then on the tail end of that, it started going bad for Isildur as well. This series is currently a tie, 1 game apiece. And now we're on Eindhoven country. Isildur with Soviets, defensive, mechanized, and urban defense. Whereas Nicko switching over to US forces as airborne, heavy cav, and urban assault. Elpern's gone with Ossier, fortified armor, mobile defense, and spearhead, and André has elite armored, spec ops, and grand defensive as OKW.
All right, you dopes, listen up. Grenadiers, ready.
Target secure. Establish defensive line.
Quite a lot of wire has come up so far. Sandbags there interrupted. Imagine probably like 2 models from the squad have an angle, nullifying cover. But then maybe a couple of these models on the outer edge are also not in cover, so it's probably pretty even. And here comes Nicko flanking André. Got for a 2-on-1 here. André having to dislodge himself. Maybe could have been a little bit more body blocking there for Nicko to pile on some more damage, but not a huge deal. Next for continuing out to the side, André trying to hide around the corner, try to get a bit of an ambush with the stern piles, but he's so badly outnumbered. And unfortunately one model was standing out for André. I think it could have gone better for him if he was a bit more clumped up in that corner. Not a huge deal though. Leading bullets there, okay. Coming in from the side with the rifleman. Doesn't look like this is going too well for Elpern. Might be able to force away the conscripts, but no, not even that. Good angle for the Kubel here, though. And Elpern's got a strong hold on the far side of the map, getting a really early teller mine down out on this corner, by the way. André going for the cutoff, it looks like. Similar story on the other side from Nicko, but Elpern's there ready behind heavy cover. We're back. Oh, not quite fast enough there for Isildur. Maybe stayed there a little bit long though, André. Let's go directly for the fuel since the cutoff wasn't open. Squad gets around the corner. Don't have any reinforcements coming in for Elpern.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
But this is a good focus fire. Got these grenadiers to shoot at the riflemen so that potential flank couldn't happen for Nicko. And he had just enough firepower after that to force away the riflemen in heavy cover up here. Nicko still did get the the decap on the fuel, but good start here for the Axis. Better fuel control overall, better map control overall. Oh god, forget to load up the wipe indicator. Can't do that now. Nope.
Grenadiers ready. Incoming fire! Infantry firing on us. Pull back! Work completed. Task complete.
Okay,
We're ready to
Google repaired up. So André going for a bit of a flank with the stern pyros. Don't think we've seen any Soviet mines come up yet for Isildur. Got the battery up in the middle. Still guys forced to retreat, but now themselves are very low. Flamer up here. Looks like Isildur's going to be able to retake this area, but so far so good. Oh, Nicko actually going for urban assault. Interesting.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
We're getting plastered over here!
222 going to work. Was a lieutenant for Nicko as well. Did go for both an ambo and a 50 cal, which means no Stuart. I'm surprised he didn't try to go for a Stuart.
Ambulance taking the field.
Meanwhile, Isildur going for the quad. So switching tactics, no T-70 this time round. Meanwhile, flak out track from André as well. We haven't been seeing too many of those from him. Just been going like no light vehicle strats most of these games. He's opting for one here.
All set!
I mean, in spite of the superior fuel control to this point, the Allies are actually hit on the VPs. Close call. Drop smoke, maybe hoping to assist with the retreat. Wasn't really relevant, but could have been. Speaking of mines, there is actually one out on the far side. Been dominating his side right now. He's picked up a 4th Grenadier. 222 just has so much freedom when it doesn't have to worry about Stuart. André does end up hitting that mine, having to retreat. Good thing that happened now, though, before his squad got low and he had to... Maybe could have got wiped.
I got orders, boys.
Back to full number.
WPM-110.
Okay, Nicko also going for a double officer style. This is a lot of infantry, though. The way André was doing it is more common. Go for 1 fewer squad of riflemen. Otherwise, with this much infantry, especially in a 2v2, maybe the map's a bit more congested, you don't have as much room to flank and stuff. Is this too much? Too much manpower bleed. The manpower bleed, though, maybe it could be a squad wipe coming up here. Elpern losing his Grenadier. He's getting overwhelmed by the sheer number of squads.
The enemy is taking our
I'll rebuild that straight away. Doing his best, he's doing alright. Just have to respect the threat of the 18 raids and the quad follow-up. André branching out to the far side, seeing a sweeper up there. No mine this time round, though. There's the kitten for the quad and pops off a nice shot there on it. Oops, I think André with a bad rally point here. He's noticed it now. Up to the far edge, Nicko.
Enemy flanking us! Okay, go ahead.
You have the bazooka upgrade on the lieutenant, so there's a little bit of a threat to the 222. Got some guards from Isildur. He's gone for mechanized support, one of the heavy hitters. Guards and ISU marked vehicle. Retreats over there. I've got to be careful he doesn't stand on his own telemine. You can see it's already taken a bit of health damage. He'll die almost anything now. Ooh, and doesn't quite have his machine gun set up at the right angle. Gets flanked. Giving up some map control there. Oh, did he I think he cancelled his rebuilder on the Grens and switched to a second machine gun. Which when you're up against this much infantry is a good call, but Elpern making a big mistake. Trying to set this machine gun up in front of 3 riflemen at that range. Now he's late getting out of here with his pack as well. Oh, this is really bad news. AT gun pushes up and it's enough damage to kill the 222. He's already so weakened from small arms damage. Oh, this is big mistakes from Elpern. Back to back to back. Crazy. André coming across trying to help things out a bit. It's an incendiary nade on the stolen MG42. Couple S-mines going off over there. Ooh, that was painful for Elpern though. Green lost, MG lost, 222 going down. Okay, but S-mine's actually taking out the AT gun. That's something. Doesn't look like he's going to try to do anything about it though. Maybe he hasn't noticed. At least all these mines have probably been detonated, so his rifleman probably not going to get wiped by them.
We're taking lead over here.
So that's one thing to look on the bright side about for Nicko. Oh boy. Bit of a close call. Com engineer's getting away. Oh, Elpern losing another grenadier? Oh man, he's having an off game. Big rifle nades, hoping for the wipe. And he does get it. Okay, that's big. He really needed a win now. Elpern. He's been getting absolutely blasted the last few minutes. And now he's having trouble maintaining control on his side of the map. 54 plays 31. Huge population difference. He's right about there for a tank. Oh, he hasn't even got his tier 3 up yet though. So he's hurting on manpower.
We are losing a sector.
Still quite a way off then. This could be a squad wipe against André Vet 2 quad. No, not going to chase for the wipe either. We can see that André didn't have anything to really stop the chase or punish it, but sort of playing it safe. I think sometimes you might be better off just sitting in the heavy cover, soaking that grenade launcher damage. Good use of the smoke in the rear echelon as well. Nice concussive grenade over here from André, forcing a couple of retreats with that. This machine gun for the allies has just been camped in the middle the whole time, basically. Runs into it again on André. Back half track helping out on Elpern's side of the map though, forcing a lot of retreats. But the allies looking to set up a triple cap here. Got doubles this from Isildur now.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Only got one thing for it to hunt though, it's the flak half track. Andre's ISG up to get one now. Getting some good team weapon hits. Pushes up with the flak, the AT guns from the allies. Looking for it. Maybe Nicko trying to leave that there for a bit of bait, but it ends up backfiring.
Just got wiped out.
Gets it decrewed. Did use the smoke so the Raketin can't kill it afterwards. I wonder if maybe Isildur should be the one picking this up. He's got conscripts right there to crew it with, and doesn't have a machine gun, whereas Nicko already has that stolen MG42. Looks like Nico's going to be the one reclaiming it. Do you think that was a bit of a mistake from André not pushing through the smoke with his Raketin? Oh, when he hangs about to throw an incendiary nade on it, ends up costing him his Volksgrenadiers. These are some of the rebuilt Grenadiers because they're quite far behind on Vet. Back up to 3 now, Elpern. Did go straight to tier 4 still. So no medium tanks. With André gonna go straight for the Command Panther. was at the major recon pass. I was like, whose plane was that? I was trying to figure it out, but the major's pass shot down by the flak aft track. I was like, what, did he use a marked vehicle or something? I couldn't find it.
Sherman ready.
Okay, Katyusha first from Isildur. No medium tank this time round. Wow. Going for the ISG. It's dodging. Still took some damage. Quad get some nice suppression. Trying to attack pound through the building. The building's still alive though. Not going to work until it's been flattened. We've got a Sherman out for Nicko. I mean, pretty late Sherman though, all things considered. Upgrading that with a dozer blade, so similar to what we saw from André the other game. Blade online, now going for the machine gun. And there's the Brumbier for Elpern.
Gun has arrived.
Bit of a close call for Isildur. MG here, we're about to get overwhelmed. Too many squads coming in.
To steal our
All
sector.
of these AT guns kept in the middle. Just one ISG to punish this. Marked the Brumbier. Oh, hit the telemine. At this amount of health, maybe the Brumbier could even kill it. Elpern's heading over there. His packs are quite far away though. Here he goes. I mean, at the very least, he can force some retreats over here, right? He's on hold fire mode. Wow, that looked like that should have done way more damage. Do you see the Sherman repairing? It's coming in, but the AT gun's there covering. Alright, well, it survives. You're putting it on hold fire just so you can manually attack ground all the shots. Can lead to better results. Stern officer now for André. Quite a late one though, after he already has obers. Just really like the utility of the officer. And it seems like the Axis have stabilized. They're a little bit behind on population overall. But nothing too dire. The problem is the Isildur are kind of getting close to the IC-152 now. And that's going to be a real handful. Elpern does have the elephant eventually, but it's a lot further away. So far though, the Katyusha hasn't been that impactful, only 2 kills. Oh, and a guard squad going down. Nice flank here from André. That's a nice pickup. One more maybe, nope. Tears down with the AT gun, playing it safe. Pushing right the way up with these double AT guns. Brings in the strafe. Oh, it nearly kills the flak half track. Maybe he was hoping he could push the battle group and kill it with those double ATs. I think if you're trying to do that though, you should probably be saving your Katyusha to barrage whatever starts attacking you when you're making that AT gun push on the battle group, rather than just going for some units on the field moments earlier. Could be a good spot for a smoke grenade here maybe for André. Oh, it's going to use it on obers. Is that 30 versus 15? Yeah, probably would have been better from the officer, cheaper. Command Panther's coming in. And he snipes off the Katyusha. He popped up a flare, I think. Knew where it was. Just cheeky roll up and kill. Flare on the Command Panther. It's a powerful tool. Still a very large VP lead for the Allies. I'm not surprised Nicko hasn't gone for a Calliope. He's had the button ready for quite some time. I've lost track of his macro a bit here. Elpern actually rebuilt the 222. That's a bit of a strange call. Is that a misclick? He's gone for fortified armor, not a Jaeger armor, so he doesn't have access to spotting scopes on it. Not sure what he was thinking about there. Okay, out the back here on detection mode. Allies with a lot of anti-tank guns. Okay, it's going to be a Jackson for Nicko, so... Some bit of anti-tank, sure. He's got a huge amount of munitions, by the way. Maybe weapon racks could be his next choice, I was about to say. He's got his second vehicle on the field. And that's going to make his infantry a lot stronger against Elpern's. A lot of his riflemen hitting bit 3 now. Yeah, there we go, triple ATs knocking out the 222 immediately. And there's the ISU, big power spike here for the Allies. ISU, Jackson, bars on all the US troops. This is going to be really tough for the Allies to defend, and for the Axis to defend. Push coming in here, smokes out the AT guns. Okay, Jackson about to hit the telemine though. Not too far away, the AT gun's getting pushed by the bars and they're just so much more of a threat now. MG suppression kicking in, Brumby is coming in as well, the AT guns. Elpern briefly stop with them, one of them does get decrewed. Andre's coming across with the Command Panther now. Making some moves, Andre. Finds the Jackson to hit the teller. He's one more shot for it. And he gets it too. Daring play, but may pay off if the Panther survives. You can see he's trying to remain stationary for the final shot. So he's worried the Panther was going to miss it. But he still wanted to stay in range, so he was making like little micro adjustments. Let's get the kill this time round. We saw him have some pretty bad luck with Panther the other game, so he was due for some hits. He does lose his Raketin. Pack still decrewed out the back. But yeah, Nicko. Couple setbacks there. Bunker Buster. And there goes the 50 cal completely destroyed. Population is not as small as it looks because he's where it is now recruit, but like army sizes now the Axis 12 population up, something like that. Quite far behind on map control though. But without the Katyusha bleeding them, just gives the Axis way more confidence. Andre going for a Jagdpanzer now. Hoping against the ISU, I'm sure. Problem with the Axis composition though is that they don't have any artillery. We've only got that one ISG, which is vet 5 by the way. Man, it seems like Elpern's saving up for the elephant. So they're going to be dominating in the anti-tank department, but they just don't have anything to deal with the AT guns or the infantry, really. Half-track V quad. Quad vetted up so you can see him coming. We might need to come back in here. A few team weapons. Some trouble here for Elpern. ISU's just been in the middle so far. So it's going to come across to the left now though. But uh-oh, there's the elephant. Let's see if there are any crawlers down here. Maybe there was a rifleman, so I think the allies are aware of the elephant. Repositioned, he's pop tracking as well.
T-34 ready for combat.
The flare goes up, sees the double ATs. Sees the ISU. Elpern's going to come through for one cheeky shot on it anyway. So it missed. He didn't get revealed, so let's take any return fire there. Okay, gets away with it. A bit of a close call. So far feels like the Jagdpanzer hasn't got up to much. Got his own over squad with that smoke grenade a bit. Okay, T-34 finds the flak in the corner. Smokes, tries to buy some time. Bit slow dodging after the smoke though, Andre. Ends up losing it finally. Does open up the marked vehicle plane a bit more now as well. Bumbi is actually very low on this corner for Elpern. Still hasn't got that repaired up. Ober's dead to the ISU, I'm guessing. X is getting pushed right the way back here. The double AT guns are a tough thing to overcome. And they're really what's stopping the Jagdpanzer from doing much. Another command panther with flare coming up. Panzer's there, bounced shot though. Oh, he put the coordinated fire on it as well. So Andre making his move here. The AT guns are slow from the allies to react. Maybe a little bit of sight blocker still from this tree. It's a bit lucky there, a lot of misses. Oh, Elpern hanging around there too long with the elephant though, takes some big hits. Where's this Jagdpanzer going? Imagine like some Werfer shots or some walking Stuka hits right now. That would be so good for the Axis. Maybe Andre should have gone for a side tick to mechanize into a walking Stuka instead, given that Elpern was going to go for the elephant. 9 points left. Recon plane shot down. That quad still living for Isildur. Buster on the Maxim. Bad scatter on it though, honestly.
We must stiffen our resolve. We are down to 75.
And they're draining out here.
We are losing a sector. Again, the AT guns just boxing the Axis tanks back. The
off the middle of the map.
Steal our sector.
Brumbier has a lot of work to do. It alone has to force back like everything the allies are doing. Tries to go for a float over the building, but he's going to take engine damage now. Nice, use healthy again as well. And rebuying the Katyusha from Isildur. Did he cancel that after one volley? Oh, big hit from the ISU on the double packs. They're in trouble. Elephant's rolling up though. Not hit one on the elephant. Otherwise, maybe like a target weak point could be in order here. Beams hitting from the side. Oh, Jagdpanzer in some trouble here. That's going to die for sure. Ram on the Brumbier.
I say again, Germans have 50 points left.
Okay, Brumbier's still alive, just.
We have lost a pack gun.
And that's not going well for the Axis in the middle. They are getting chopped to pieces. These AT guns tearing them apart. And that's the GG.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
There we go. Close match. Axis with the better start, you know, better early game. More fuel control. But then Elpern, you know, he took some crazy losses this game. What did he lost like 3 grenadiers? Like quite early. Maybe it was 2 grenadiers and machine guns, something like that. And yeah, that really caused the Axis to struggle. Kind of lost their grip on the game a bit at that stage, fell way behind on VPs and never really recovered. I think there was just a bit of a composition problem here from the Axis. Elpern stalling up for the Elephant while André goes for like a Jagdpanzer. You know, they're doubling down on the anti-tank, which, you know, can help against the ISU, but then just gave so much freedom to these allied anti-tank guns. They didn't have any artillery to worry about. And yeah, just anytime the Axis tanks came up here, they're getting blasted by allied AT guns and then had to pull back for repairs, and then they just kept losing territory. I think maybe at one stage, maybe when the Command Panther flare was cooling down, maybe it should have come out to this side and look for a quad kill. Come up here with a sweeper because there are a lot of mines. And then, yeah, try get the Command Panther to kill this quad. Finally take it out because that will open up the recon planes as well. Open up the capture over here. And there's not that much from the Allies to stop a move like that. Like 1 tank alone, 1 T-34, 1 Sherman can't stop the Command Panther making rotation like that. And the AT guns will take some time to push back across here to do anything about it. So as long as he doesn't hit a mine, I think that was the move for André to make. All right, on to game number 4. Oh, I'll have a look at the stats for you guys as well. Game 4 in this series. André and Elpern now on Allies. André with US Forces tax support, infantry and airborne. Elpern Soviets, combined arms, defensive, mechanized support. Pretty much the same loadout as he had last time, except he had guard motor and he's got mechanized support. On the Axis side, Isildur with Ossia, Jaeger infantry, Jaeger armor, Blitzkrieg and Nicko. Grand offensive, spec ops and elite armored. So the Axis team has the opportunity to close out the series here with a win. So Sternpire is rushing out here, making life difficult for André to try and secure the fuel. Once this rifleman arrives, he can come in from this side, blast out the Sternpires. But did delay things by, you know, maybe 30-ish seconds. Might matter at some stage.
Awaiting orders. Entry support standing by. Firing on us.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
Losing men. This is hopeless. Retreat. Damn it! Keep your radar.
The echelon coming in on the side.
Trouble here.
Should force this Fox train away pretty shortly. This squad of riflemen not properly behind heavy cover here for Andre. Kind of an awkward formation there on the edge. Looks like Andre maybe forgot to hit stop after that. Tried to chase that squad. Ran out of cover for a little bit. And now he's getting pushed. Win for only... Oh, stim pokes.
We're getting chewed up
Hoping to
here.
get the squad wiped. Don't quite manage to do so. He only went for 2 squads into officer. So he is a little bit low on firepower. And Nicko went for the full 4.
Ready.
Conscript's going to lose this battle for the fuel. I mean, so far, you know, maybe the Allies have had better control of the Muni's point at least. Access better fuel control.
Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital at headquarters.
The position's a little bit further away so that the Thompson on the lieutenant is not as much of a factor.
Heavy machine gun team ready for orders.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Run, comrade.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Ooh, fake out on the rifle, Nate. Did I hear that from Isildur? Flushed him out of the building.
Secure the vehicle. Location set. Begin conversion.
Here we go, Andre with the arrival of the machine gun. Finally forcing these troops off the Allied fuel.
Orders.
Help him come in over here, but he doesn't need to be here. It's already done. Just, you know, you have that kind of weakness if you're going for like a fast officer with only 2 squads of riflemen. Unless you have like a really strong start, you're going to have a bit of a dip in your power level.
Stores advises. Light MGs now on the line.
Bust out the
Before you
metal,
make your
boys.
first unit, in this case the 50 cal.
Command half
Battle group for Nicko. Don't think we've seen any of the OKW players so far go for mechanized first. It's always battle group. So far this tournament.
That ought to know, cowards.
We're coming across here. He's got the Flamer conscript combo. Ready to merge. Was going to try wire this off, but now going to come bring it in to assist in this fight. They got a cut off here on the Muni point. Not particularly impactful, but it was open. Ooh, not in the capture circle there. Slight mistake. Rectifies it quickly though. Okay, Ambo in the build here for Andre.
Wires up. They're bunching up. Hit the fucking dirt till they move. Multiple grenades.
Captain just took the battlefield.
God damn it! Someone get us out of here. Contact.
Ambulance ready for action. Vehicle now ready for action.
Come around the side. Oh, 50 can't quite get the shots off in time.
Orders.
Does manage to suppress 1 with volley fire though. Fixing that down now. And suppressing the other. Clean handling of that attack by André. Meanwhile, Elpern kind of giving up on this side, coming over to Nicko's side of the map for a while. Hoping to get a decap on the cutoff again. Doesn't happen. So we're going for a 2-2-2. Went for it after 4 greens though. Looks like maybe, so does end up arriving a little bit on the later side. And André already at 3 command points, upgrading a quad. That means he's, it's a pretty fast command point game so far on the Allied side. Remember, going for officers does give you an extra, I think about a third of command point. So it does accelerate the quad's arrival with this build. Got some 1919s coming online now as well. That's the flak half track for Nicko. Elpern's going for the quad as well. Okay, I thought maybe might go for the T70. But nope. Seen a lot more quads in these 2 series that I've cast so far. The quad can be very powerful. Just dies easier than the T70. Doesn't do as well in the anti-vehicle role. Few rounds on the 50, doing some big damage. Quad looking for some angles. Back half track getting repaired out the back. Some nice heavy cover there for André as well. Go for a cut-off, but I don't think it's going to work. Oh, maybe it will now because the flak half track's driving away. Squad maybe thinking about wrapping around for a Faust, I think. It's found by the rifleman. Flak half track facing the wrong direction right now. Does expose its rear armor to the quad, makes it a bit of a harder matchup for the flak. Usually it does pretty well against the quad, but with its rear armor showing, it's not as good. It's there, but slightly facing the wrong direction. I think if Elpern just kept it set up, he would have been able to get a shot off earlier. Just the one here, though. That map looking pretty good for the Allies right now. Quad's out, needs some repairs. Both combat engineers are not in position to complete that. And it looks like he wants to keep that combat engineer alive above all else. I think he probably could have got the cap off and then retreated, but doesn't want to risk losing the squad. Really good positioning here for Elpern. Oops, for a lucky attack ground as well. Okay, mortar now for Isildur. Split up a bit so MG can't suppress both of them. Zesperage, okay, it's a pretty good option. First shell is terrible though.
We have a mortar team available for deployment. Standing by.
Or is that an incendiary grenade? These teams are really fighting hard for the VPs, like right from the start of the match.
Supply sector under attack.
Elpern's got a crazy amount of manpower right now. He's got a lot of options open to him. Maybe by this stage you might see the Soviet player with like a squad of elites, guards, shocks. Maxim needs to pull the trigger on something here. So you can still, you can tech up and build something. build a squad or a team weapon. So it's just giving up potential map control and army strength at the moment. Andre trying. Oh, that's a second raket now for Nicko. Maybe Andre getting a bit lucky there. Quad surviving. Oh, combat engineers though. How'd they die? Maybe forgot to retreat them? Maybe a mortar hit them actually. Could have been. I'm weak. Oh yeah, Axis down by about 100 points at the moment.
Has given us new weapons.
Been rebuilding the combat engineers, building the Maxim.
Capturing our supplies.
Imagine one of these combat engineers in base is probably going to start his tech construction now as well. Needs those 7-man cons coming online. But yeah, he could have had this Maxim like minutes ago. Feels like he wants to hold his commander pick for a little bit longer though. Haven't seen as many like anti-tank Overwatch selections as I would have expected. Molotov action, bit of Zis barrage, clearing things off. Oof, good damage for Andre's squad. Hit by the mortar on retreat. That's unfortunate for him. There's an M1919 squad as well. So T-gun's in a nice spot. Misses its shot though. Good idea from the quad. Coming around to here, the Rakettan's not in position. The T-gun's running away right now though. I don't know where his lieutenant's off to. Quite taking quite a long time to chew through. The squad behind heavy cover though. And the Axis closing the VP gap a bit here. Okay, tactical movement made use of by Isildur. I remember somebody in my comments saying that Blitzkrieg's not a relevant commander or whatever. That 1v1 I cast the other day, well look at it here.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Tournament stakes. Here's the selection.
We have an isolated sector.
Send your orders! Incoming fire!
Rakettan's looking for the quad. Use vision on it. And Sherman coming out for Andre.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
I don't think any of these games so far we've seen particularly fast medium tanks.
God damn it! Someone get us out of here! Field promotion just gave
Maybe like 14.5 minutes was like the fastest.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Definitely a lot more fuel harass than these high-ranking games. More cut-offs, a lot more time with the fuel disconnected. Slows things down quite a bit. Ooh, that could be a squad wipe. Good hit from H.E. Sherman there. Yep.
Infantry group are lost.
Pick up there for Andre. It's going to be a T-34 for Elpern. No straight COH2 or anything like that. Okay, bringing in the strafe. Nicko retreating. But André not chasing in for a squad wipe. Coming back for the VP control instead. It's a big hit. Might get a squad wipe on that now after that shot. Really big HE damage. Ooh, again. It's looking pretty dead to me. You know what can happen? You get that Sherman out before the Axis have their own tank to counter it. More freedom to move. It's a nice kill.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
34 takes a lot of damage. Sherman rotating into the middle now. He knows he's got still a little bit of time before those Raketans are back. Looking to cause him trouble. Isildur doesn't have a second anti-tank gun yet.
We are down to 300 points.
How far behind Nicko is on population. So Obi's coming out soon. Command tank's going to be popping out 20 fuel away, but right now, André dominating the right-hand side and now moving into the middle with that control.
Unit ready. Sturmpanzer 4 is reporting for duty.
Wouldn't be a first. Has tactician for it as well. Elpern also picked up a second AT gun at some stage. And second AT gun for Isildur. Nicko can finally press the Command Panther button.
Panther ready for action.
And after that arrives, you know, and the Brumbier, Axis are now ahead on the population, but André going for a Scot. Okay, not going for the Calliope. I think that's a mistake. You're up against double Raketans like that. There's nothing deletes them faster than the Calliope. Looking for a crush. Oh, big crush, big crush. 3 models. But he pushed his own squad. Maybe these guys could have chased and got the wipe if that didn't happen there. Maybe just plans to camp the Scotland behind this building in the middle of the map. Now André is a little bit under strength to handle a Command Panther. 1 AT gun, 1 Sherman's a little bit weak. Doesn't have any like rifleman mines in this commander either, so he's got to watch out. This could go wrong for him. Okay, nice use of the AP ammo. Gets 2 shots through. It's equipped with the M1919s. This squad's way better just holding ground, but again, I think a little bit of a mistake from André. Exiting cover there. Captain, though, out the back finds the AT guns. That freed up the Sherman to just force those squads away. Wouldn't be after a bit of a slow start, only 1 kill so far. It's halfway to V1 though, must be doing some solid damage. Oh, Echelon died. Big string of damage from the flak half track. That's at 23 kills, pretty good. And Nicko feels like this is his time to attack afterwards. Right about there to be able to build Jackson. Not quite, but very close. Oh, engine damage on the 222, but T-34 can't chase the packs there, and is this missing? Not going to get his opportunity to kill that. Not that important to kill it because it doesn't have spotting scopes, but would have been nice. A little bit less AA maybe as well for Andre's recon planes. They got shot down real fast. Didn't even activate AA mode, that was just from pintle damage, I think. Bad luck for Andre there. She went on HE. Uh-oh, it's in trouble here. Fox Community is with the Faust nearby as well. Lieutenant doesn't have the bazooka. Somehow. Oh, he doesn't have munitions for the Faust. Oh my goodness. So lucky for Andre. Wow. Probably should have lost his Sherman there. And what's he doing now? Nicko. Andre's anti-tank grenade not ready. Just came off cooldown.
Tank destroyer is ready for orders.
Close call there. Wow. 3 munitions short. One command point remaining. Well, 3/4 of a command point, really, for Elpern. Could even go for a squad of guards, Elpern, I think, before the ISU arrives. Probably has time. Scott smoking out the AT guns.
We are losing a sector.
222 still being a nuisance on the far edge of the map, but a T-34 has eyes on it. He's crushing a few things on his way in, but I don't think Isildur's watching here, so he didn't hear this coming. Does have smoke, but odds of it surviving. Basically zero. I think it's one of those situations where I might not even use smoke, just save the munitions. Oh, Voltrini is dead. Does Scott shot land on them maybe, get them weak? Speaking of the Scott, where is it going right now? An elaborate bait maybe? Andre's AT gun dead out the back here somehow. He's got his ambo up here though, so he can recrew it and reinforce it pretty easily. Isildur dropping his loiter down. You have the quad. Quad should be able to take care of those planes without too much trouble. A lot of the plane damage landing on the castle walls. Not really hitting anything, so that was a bit of a dud activation. Double, in fact, yeah, double quads. I forgot Elpern still had his alive as well because it hasn't really been used on attack too often. Oh. Here goes the T-34 Elpern though. Bit slow getting out of there. ISU's on the field though. Oh, what happened over here? that a Brumbier maybe? Might have been. Checking for the bunker buster, but no, he's ready to go. Didn't use that. Still only 4 kills on the Brumbier so far, considering how long he's had it. It's actually not very many kills. Now André has the Calliope. Is that going to put him slightly above 100 population maybe? Might do.
Standing by. Send orders. Orders complete. Target flash.
That was just a major recon pass, a bit cheaper than the commander option. Just wants a quick scout or something for his Calliope to barrage, but black half track took care of it.
Taking fire. Black security.
I've been rebuilding the T-34. I'm going to dodge these double packs again. Panther thrusting forwards with the flares up for vision.
Sherman ready to go.
Where's that shooter? Hit him with the coax!
The Panthers. Isildur making a move with his, going after the T-34. Doesn't take any damage on the way in, so no point in throwing a snare. Where's this T-34 going though? It's gonna survive, but that was some tough driving. The Calliope, I think, going after the AATs. Walking Stuka, forcing away most of Elpern's team weapons, but one Pyro going down, one pack going down to the Calliope. T-34 just surviving thanks to those repairs. Big damage on the Command Panther. Snare off. Oh, but he misses a crucial shot there. Jackson goes on to hold fire mode, trying to disappear. Isildur is coming back in with that. He's going to try to steal away Elpern's Zis as well. Wow. Really well judged attack there from Isildur, like getting in there with the Panther, no engineerish possibility. Very good play from him. Really nice Calliope though. Surprised it only shows 6 kills. One killed a Pyro. Thought I got more.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. Round complete. Breach clear. Sherman, taking fire! Enemy flaps on him!
A big lead right now for the Allies, 120-ish points up.
It's time for throw stand ready.
Stuka's ready to go again though. Another T-34 for Elpern, interesting. No Su-85. Looks like he took the pack. Isildur took a Zis, so they did a bit of an exchange there. I think Isildur had time to like kill off the pack. Got D-Troop back here, but he didn't. Come around the corner here. T-34 is on its rear armor. If you could get a ram over here, that would be crazy, but I think he knows about its presence yet.
And ready to fly.
Probably microing the ISU in the middle. Can you stay out of Fausting range? Looks like it. Still T-34 in some trouble down here. Stuka. Oh, big damage on the vehicles. Command Panther's out the back here. Jackson's in trouble and is dead. Nice dive there by Nicko. Maybe popped up. No, he didn't even pop up a flare. I think he caught the Jackson while it was on the tail end of its repairs. Snipes it off. There is an option if you're André as well. You can tick weapon racks and put one bazooka on all your squads. Sounds stupid, but when Panthers are diving in on you, the bazookas can just hit them on the rear armor. Opens up anti-tank grenades. Can help polish things off. Doesn't compromise you that much in the anti-infantry department. If you've already got like a really strong army on anti-infantry, which he does, he's got H.E. Sherman, Calliope, and Scott. Don't need your infantry as much for anti-infantry. I think it's a decent option, especially if your planes are being shot down without getting any value. Pushing in now the Axis, the quad's in some trouble. He doesn't even pop the Vet 1 speed boost on it. Just manages to outrun him. The coordinated fire on the ISU, but Axis deciding it's time to get out now. Meanwhile, Calliope out the back on the team weapons. Low. T-34 ram on the Command Panther. Penetrates, but they've got no follow-up for that really. Doubles this from the side, too far back. ISU trying to roll up. Misses somehow on the Bombear. Shot just disappeared. Bit of a bad ram, I think, there from Elpern. Not really needed.
Sherman ready to go.
And Nicko going to try squeezing another Panther into his composition. It's going to be tough to stop. But he does have the forward retreat active at the moment as well, so it's not like he's retreating to his base to pick up weapons too often either. Oh, T-34 in some trouble. Well, I think the Panther missed the kill shot there. A bit of a lucky break for Elpern.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Goes on to AP rounds. How did it miss? Sherman's in major trouble now. André getting overwhelmed. Jackson's from the side. Any snares coming off? Yes. And the Panther dies quickly thereafter though. Randy did in the middle to the ISU maybe? Oh, Jackson left up here by André for too long. Oh, I think he disappears from vision on it though. That's big. Lucky break for André. Don't know what he was doing up there. Need to back away after that Panther kill a bit earlier. T-34 coming out the far side, the Brumbeer. Bunker busting the AT gun, but still alive. Maintains its veterancy. Comes the Panther from Isildur. Oh, not looking good for the T-34. He's blitzing in, he rams. And it penetrates too.
We have lost an MGT.
Double Zis are pushing up on this here. He's marked it. Don't think he's going to be able to get the kill, but have to wait and see. No, it bounces in and missing. Close call though. There goes AT gun. Decrewed. Machine gun as well. Snare off on the Panther though.
Secure. Holds in position.
Calliope's ready to go again. Oh, we're getting decrewed by the ISU. Coming in from the side here. ISU switching over to AP. Big Calliope forcing away the Raketin. Oh, the rockets polishing off the Panther. It's big. AT gun sneaks a shot through the ruins. And there goes the flak half track as well. Wow. Huge plays here from the Allies. Allies are still way up on VPs as well. But now they're going to take the lead on army size in a big way. 11 kills so far. And walking Stuka. 15 on the Calliope. Suk's got way more vet because it did that big barrage where it hit like a quad and T-34 for a lot of damage. Getting a lot of vet from that. Just trying to knock out the AT gun. And there it goes. I think that Raketin over here did get recovered by Nicko. Now he's got 3 Raketins. Even more deadly than 2.
Reinforcements in.
Kind of accounts for you missing some shots. You've got 3 of them.
Keep up the pressure. They're down to 100 points.
And this is a great time for the quad to be camping the edge. Locking down the victory points. Oh, Sturm Officer dead. Maybe Nicko wasn't watching while he's controlling these units over here. Swapping back over to AP rounds now. Bounces though.
We are losing territory.
Panther's coming around the side. Does have the AT loiter as an option, Isildur, and he's dropping it. He's going in for the ISU kill. Still got 2 quads on the field though. Panther gets marked. Seemed like the Scott was tanking a lot of damage for the ISU. Both AT planes shot down already. The double quads just completely nullifying this ability. Somehow the Raketins roll their way through here.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
And they're pushing right on top of the ISU. While coming in from the side though, this looks disastrous for Nicko now. 1 down. Panther's coming back in. Target weak point on the Brumbeer, but did manage to launch a shot just before that happened. Axis is still having a really good go of it here. ISU's coming back in. Bringing in the strafe. Good dodge from Isildur though. Here comes the Jackson though, looking for the Panther kill. Is that 2 shot to kill? Might be. It's going in.
We have lost a peg gun.
Oh, switches over to the Brumbeer. AT gun down. And that looks like a GG moment right here. All of Isildur's units getting completely smashed.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And we go to the game 5 in this series. Close one. Really good job by the Allies keeping both of their quads alive the whole game. Did this quad die right at the end? Maybe it did. Can't see it on the map anymore. Looks like a quad wreckage somewhere around here. But yeah, just completely nullified this. Both activations of this from Isildur did just about nothing. So they just got shot down so quickly with the double quads. Like, you know, when you're up against double AT guns, keeping those quads alive can be really difficult. So that was very impressive. Similar story for Nicko, but it's a bit easier. The flak half track since it's got smoke. But yeah, really close game. It's just Nicko kind of a few things went pear-shaped for him on the tail end there. Kind of came in here with his Rocket and Command Panther, and then it died to all the Allied anti-tank that was in this area, and he never managed to bounce back from that, really. By comparison, you know, Elpern losing a T-34 or something like that just doesn't really matter as much when you're the Soviet player. But yeah, really close game. GG's all round. Look at the stats for you lads. Game 5, the deciding match in this series, and we are on Vo Farmland's rework. See a different tactical map here. I think actually Elpern had a hand in redesigning this map, so we'll see how it gets on. Looks like they've swapped the VP positions, right? I think this used to be a VP, and now it's over here, which used to be a standard territory point, so slight switch up there. And it seems like a few of these like early fences have been like pre-destroyed, so your pathfinding isn't quite so nasty in the early stages, especially if you've got team weapons. So yeah, pretty minor changes, but they're there.
Panzer Fusiliers reporting for action.
And this building over here is different, right? Used to be like a huge building, now it's just a little one. Like this one as well. Just realised it had more windows, now it's smaller. So there's a few changes like that. But not so different that if you only ever played the auto match version, you can feel completely lost on it. André locking into Grand Offensive with OKW, Elpern with Outskirts, Encirclement, bit of a meme. Mobile Defense, maybe a bit of a meme, and Spearhead, I would expect that. Nicko with US Forces, and Isildur with Soviets has Defensive, Airborne Troops, and Urban Defense. Did manage to suppress there. Unlucky for Elpern. Empire's advancing, these guys trying to hide behind the building, but not going to work for them. To get out of there for Nicko eventually. He's more looking to control the middle at this stage. But it looks like this is going to be double fuel for the Axis here in the early stages. Getting overwhelmed in the middle though, the Axis. We've got a bit of float right now. Suppose he hasn't pulled another Fusilier or pulled a tech truck to upgrade or something like that. Maybe getting a bit tunnel visioned on the engagements. I was there a few times on André, chasing outside of cover. Close fight over here. Empire's winning, but they also kind of have to get out now.
We have been granted access to superior
Oh, this building
arms
over
and
here
soldiers.
is gone as well. Okay.
What's the news? We're ready. Get the fuck out of here now.
A ambo popping out for Nicko here shortly. Did go for captain, so no double officer action this time round. The echelon branching out to the top. Fuel, definitely way better fuel control for the Axis early on. But Elpern's gone for 4 Grenadiers, so actually going to be quite a late 2-2-2 for him. Pies are retreating now to start up his tier 2. Might not be too bad. We'll look at the KD. Pretty good for Elpern at this stage.
Listen up over here! Enemy contact! Infantry in force!
Nicko healed everything up. Looks like Isildur also went for healing. Cover v cover fighting.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Still really strong start for the Axis. Gonna reclaim that fuel on the top side. Nice, bringing big numbers into the middle. Yeah, rifle nade in. Pretty good dodge all around though from the allied team. Oh, stand now. Oops. Gotta be careful because if a single model gets hit with that stun nade, it stuns the whole squad. A little bit late on the retreat after that self-stun, but luckily the tree line keeping that Sternpire alive. So 4th battle group again for Andre, and he's got a flak half track in the build right now. Fusiliers, one of them's upgrading with G43s.
Half-track is now available for operation.
G2 popping out. Oh! Don't forget to put on the kill counter.
We are losing a sector.
Elpern lost a Grenadier somewhere. Over here, maybe? I apologize for missing it. Well, that's going to put a dent in their lead. Big retreats here for Nicko. He was struggling a little bit for fuel. He's got the A half track in the build now, but sometimes we see them, especially if the captain supervised production, out at like 5 minutes 30. It's going to be coming in about 2 minutes after that. But because Elpern, also delayed his light vehicle going for an extra Grenadier, hasn't been too bad for Isildur overall. And here comes the quad for Isildur as well.
Crew, stand ready.
You need some reconnaissance?
Axis do have to be careful. Looks like they could quite easily get overrun with their light vehicles. Maybe they're a little bit less mobile, but more reliant on AT gun support. So they might be double teaming Elpern with this.
Prepare for orders!
These can't do much without their G43s.
Contact! Infantry assaulting!
He's got his pack coming up now, but not here yet. Not able to get the cap off with a stun nade. Just got to be careful. Getting a little bit close there. Rear armor showing as well, not ideal. It means that the flak has to rotate before firing. Want to reduce any firing delays if possible by facing it up the right way. There's a crawler there providing some long range sight though, able to get some shots off with it. G43s are upgrading, not here yet though. So they are losing. And Elpern getting overrun. He might actually lose his machine gun here. So the Allies not that interested in going for the kill, and maybe going for the flak half track instead.
Field promotion. Squad numbers back at full. Taking fire.
Defend receiving effective fire!
Ready to deploy!
Oh, nice raketting there from André.
Artillery fire.
Really well done.
Under fire!
Grenadiers here. Enemy contact. Defected ground.
Okay, Isildur's got sandbags up on the VP now.
Order infantry.
Right from the Vet 2, but Fusiliers got the G43s. It's not quite enough to win though. Maybe with a bit more health. Dishka from Isildur, so first time seeing anti-tank Overwatch selected in any of these games. I forgot, nerfed or something.
But the enemy wants it.
Back up track came down to assist for a little bit. Feel like Elpern should probably be killing off these sandbags with this pack right now. There he goes. G up the back suppressing though. Losing control on top side out of the Axis.
AT gun, ready.
Ready for infantry. Contact. Enemy infantry.
Yeah, kind of looks like it almost had the angle,
Enemy
not quite.
forces are attempting to capture our territory.
That's light cover only.
Taking fire.
Stick with me and you might just make
Still really good fuel control for the Axis to this point. But the problem is we've seen quite often have been going straight for tier 4, but not this time round. Elpern is actually pushing out a medium tank on this occasion.
We're getting plastered over here.
Good thinking by Nicko coming around to this side of the building. Only one window against 5 riflemen. Fortunately, the flak half track gets in there, finds an angle, suppresses them. Okay, 2 AT guns out for Nicko now. He's looking for revenge for his AA half track loss, trying to kill the opponent's AA half track.
Taking effective fire!
Someone get us out of here.
Hands on the shooter!
Coming up on the flank.
T-guns rotating for the flak, but usually can see them coming. Still gonna, I was gonna say, still gonna get hit by them once though. It's a little bit of a scare.
Got us ranged!
Crowds are sniffing around our asses.
Here comes the P4 though. 13 minutes is a fast one. Fastest of the series. But the Zis isn't a good position for it. Backed up just enough, but looks like an attack round able to sneak its way through there. Double dishes in fact for Isildur. It's got to wait for his grenadier support. It's not here quite yet. He's going to try this barrage clear off this machine gun. I mean, considering what the Allies have lost so far, the VP situation looking pretty good for them, only 30 points or so behind.
Ready for action.
And André also going for a P4. This is a pretty big map for 2v2s, so there's plenty of space for medium tanks to drive around and avoid AT guns. Maybe that's why we're seeing a shift in tactics. Shot missing on the 222. Bit of a lucky break there for Elpern. Ooh, Andre nearly losing it. Still alive though. Fusiliers on top of the double ATs. He's pushing him with the P4 now as well. Yeah, I feel like he should stay on the AT guns. If you can decrew them, that would be huge. Unfortunately, reinforcements arriving. The Fusiliers dying fast.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Ooh, could have got the rifle kill there. Before scatter, not good enough though. Full retreat there from Nicko. He's got a lot of manpower in reserve right now. Ooh, one of the AT guns does go down. I thought he might get behind the trees. He's going to go for a salvage on that, but no.
Frag grenades now available for
Okay, he's
action.
going to complete the salvage. Coming up to the top side. Oh, those rear echelons are so clumped as well. Meanwhile, Elpern making some moves down the bottom side. Second Zis coming up from Isildur though. Be careful here. He's going to commit. Misses that shot. Oh, this, I don't know about this from Elpern. Very risky. Gets the quad kill.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
One shot. Blitz, blitz, blitz. Wow. I think Elpern got a little bit lucky. I think Isildur should have been going for an attack round there. Just like attack round the edge of his arc. Hope to get lucky. Could still go down the P4 though. Conscripts ooh-ahing into the retreat path a bit. Pressuring the AT gun. While Andre fighting hard for the middle, but getting overwhelmed by a wave of riflemen. Okay, there's the snare, and there's the dead P4. Good chase down from Isildur. Can the P4 get some revenge? Doesn't have the machine gun upgrade quite yet. The second Zis is back there. Oh no, Elpern. This could be trouble. Conscript's coming up. He's going to take engine damage on this. Oh, this is looking really bad for Elpern. He's trying to hide behind the haystack, but the US AT gun's coming down as well. Jumps back on the Zis with the conscripts. That P4's dead. Oh no. Two P4s down back to back there for Elpern. Wow. Absolute disaster. Just overplayed his hand. Had a comfortable lead. You got greedy in the first place going for the quad, but then in the second place going for the AT gun decrew. He paid the ultimate price. Like, going for the AT gun decrew could have been okay if he had infantry there in support, but his grenadiers were still coming out from base. That was the ultimate problem. Still, map control looking pretty good for the Axis right now. They did fall behind on the VPs though. Gonna rectify that now though. Oh boy. Clears the arc of the Zis for a second shot, but might just go down small arms anyway.
Territory is falling into enemy hands.
Okay. Elpern did lock for encirclement, by the way. Went for some stormtroopers.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
So he's main-manning up here. I think there might be some close-the-pocket possibilities on this map. And I mean, at the end of the day, you can just put ambush camo on your units. It's not like it's completely useless, but definitely a very uncommon commander to see. Yeah, he gets the wipe even with the Diska coming up. Does persist into retreat now though. Could even lose that if he's a bit unlucky. Major RD out the back on the ISG, not hitting too much though. Bazooka's hitting hard, however. A lot of infantry here for Nicko in the middle. He's still got a lot of manpower, by the way. I wonder if he would consider putting down a fuel cache, considering how bad the Allied fuel control has been up until this point. Oh, there's a little bit of a late retreat for them. A lot of Vet 3 riflemen here with the bars. And the Obers are dead. Small mistake from André, but it's a costly one. Having trouble fighting the bar blobs head on at the moment. Double resistor up here as well, so he's got to be careful with his tanks. Elpern's building another P4. Still no tanks from the Allies whatsoever, but they got the fuel together now. Maybe T-34 for Isildur. Maybe Nicko hanging out for a Jackson.
What are your orders?
Maybe a little bit more smoke from the flak half-track could be alright. I mean, from the ISG could be alright for André. Might open up some more flak half-track opportunities. Okay, here comes the P4. Doesn't really have to upgrade the machine gun on it this time around though.
New T-34 standing by. We are losing
What was this right there? Gets out in time. Has his pies nearby for repairs as well. Comes the T-34 though.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Taking out Elpern. It's got a pack, but it's actually a little bit low.
We have 300 points remaining.
Models only. I'm trying to get the middle, but there's just too many troops there. Doesn't have forward retreat unlocked either. Looks like he's maybe trying to stall up for the Tiger. Gets the sneer off. Fusiliers get away. A bit of a close call though. VP's just about equalizing again. Another T-34 from Isildur. Those have done a lot better on fuel the last like 3 or 4 minutes. Starting to pick up the pace now. Nicko has had an option to build a tank for a while, but he's gone for more paratroopers though. Maybe he wants a Scot. Okay, close the pocket. There it is. This could be huge on Isildur's troops. Oh my god, the rockets just land in circles around the double Zis. Here comes the dive bomb though. Oh, one Zis down.
One of our AT guns has been neutralized.
Oh, what happened up here? Oh my goodness, Nicko. He lost everything. The close the pocket is tremendous. Oh my goodness. unbelievable close to pocket. Oh, but then Andre running into it. He loses it himself. Oh my goodness, what was that? It's finally worn off now. Wow. The Sherman's coming around onto the rear armor of the P4. This could be trouble. AT gun's there. I think that P4's dead. Pops the take aim for the extra range. P4 misses just for good measure. Try and blitz out, but it's too late. I mean, that was a hell of a close to pocket, but then Andre, a little bit of a throw running into the artillery and then letting his P4 die like that. Oh, he's got another P4 coming up. He wasn't holding on for the Tiger. Manages to decrew the AT gun, the other P4, hoping to polish off the Sherman. And he does. Okay, that's a bit of redemption. I think Isildur lost both his AT guns as well. They got completely destroyed. Still got pretty strong composition though. 2 T-34s, plenty of vetted conscripts. Elpern's losing his MG and his Pyos. He's forgotten to retreat those. He's losing those as well. Oh boy, that closed the pocket should have been the GG move. But a few mistakes from the Axis afterwards. And the Allies are right back in this. Still neck and neck on the VPs. Gonna steal away the MG42. Still no machine gun upgrade on that, by the way. Maybe saving up for another close to pocket. But does mean he's missing a bit of anti-infantry firepower. Maybe if he had the machine gun upgrade, he could have prevented the steal on that. Oh, overextension here from Elpern. Luckily, there's no this up here. Andre rotating down with his P4, looking at 2-on-1. Bring his Raket in as well for good measure. That's a good idea because both the T-34s are down here. AT gun from Nicko coming down as well now. There's that fresh resist though from Isildur. He's a bit slow backing away with the P4 here. Gonna get away, but maybe the conscripts could hang around for long enough to get a second AT grenade off. Meanwhile, Ober's dead in the middle. Wonder if they was to a rifleman grenade. Isildur somehow getting out here with everything alive, in spite of all this pressure. Even Elpern could be in trouble here with his P4 now. Isildur not going for the snare on it though. Triggers in mind with that scatter shot. Andre's P4 limping home. Elpern should be able to hold on to this machine gun though. He's going to just retreat it with the Diska coming up. Could throw a smoke, but he's just going to try crawl out.
Ready for assignment.
Oh, Nicko's in the retreat path though, looking for a squad wipe. It's the Grenadier that got the oh, Rifleman dead. It's the Grenadier that crewed the machine gun, but it was Vet 3, so the damage reduction wasn't dying fast. Very fast repairs from Isildur on his tanks. He's got 2 Vet 2 combat engineers. P4s, meanwhile, are much slower for the Axis side to get repaired back up, so they're not able to capitalize on this window quite as well as they otherwise could be. Still neck and neck on the VPs. Packs up here, but still very weak. 2 models only. Isildur's coming. He's got a strong army. Wouldn't take much for Elpern's defenses to fall over here. That AT gun at 2 models like that. A few shots from conscripts would do the job.
What do you need?
Fusiliers heading to the top side. Gets found mid-repair. Oh, shot twice too. That's a lot of extra time out of action. Now there's this in the build for Isildur. Elpern's got close the pocket. Doesn't have it and break the supply line. Needs 280. You can see by not upgrading the P4s with the machine guns, he's definitely intending to go for another close the pocket. That's the dead giveaway. Not spending his munitions on the P4 machine guns. Jackson from Nicko heading up to the top side. He's still got a very strong infantry base. A bar on the Paris, huh? On bar 1 in 1919. Okay, we're getting chased away. Another P4 for André. So he's never going to stall up for the Tiger, huh? Alright. He's fine. Doesn't need to. Just thought he might. Oh, P4's a little bit low. AT gun's not in the best position to defend this. Could be the end of the Jackson, but the P4 is not on prioritized vehicles. Turret facing the wrong direction. Wastes its first shot. Blitz is over. Going through to try to kill the AT guns here now, though. Gets the kill on the Jackson. Oh, rubber banding. And he dies because of the rubber band. Oh my goodness, the Raketin goes down as well out the back. Disaster for André. Wow. Like, it was his own mistake in the first place with the turret facing the wrong direction, but then the rubber band allowing the AT gun to get an extra shot off. This is rubbing salt in the wounds. And now, double AT guns online for Nicko is going to make it hard for the P4. He just doesn't have that strong infantry. He only got 2 Fusiliers, no Obers. Charging in for the snare. Don't quite get it. Oh, pack tearing down. Never reinforced this at all. Cheeky attack round there. Couple AT guns of Isildur rolling up. Elpern's got the magic amount of munitions. Will he be using it here? 3 P4s now for Elpern as well. Doesn't quite have the fuel for breakthrough, but maybe that could be an option too.
200 points remaining.
Molotov on the machine gun. Fighting hard for the VP. Somehow the Axis are behind on the victory points. Just such a stronghold on the middle for Nicko, I think, doing it, and then the occasional harassers on the top. Elpern's pack does finally bite the dust. He's really far forwards. And that's going to get killed now. I think he's allowing him to cap this VP so that it can be involved in a close the pocket move. I feel like that might be what's happening here from Elpern. If they hit the point on this, all this will be closed. And they will get smashed. Okay, here it comes. Break supply line a little bit later than I was expecting. And it feels like already the Allies have kind of pulled back from this. I don't know how successful this is going to be anymore. A little bit late from Elpern. I think he could have done that about 10 seconds earlier. While the double AT guns were still in the danger zone, he would have been way more successful with it. Oh, there go the conscripts. P4s. Yeah, he does. He pops the breakthrough as well. Speeding through out the back here, looking to overwhelm the AT guns. But Isildur's dropped the anti-tank overwatch. Oh boy, this goes pear-shaped for the Axis and fast. This Speaking of fast, the P4s are very fast, zipping out of the anti-tank overwatch. But that did not work for them at all. They tried to force the kill there, and it backfired on them massively. They decrewed the AT guns, but they didn't have anything there to kill them once they were decrewed. So it ends up being a nice win, I think, for the Allies overall. Now, Allies are down on population by, what, 15-ish? Oh, close call on the Greens. Sherman! Chases for the follow-up, gets the squad wipe. Oh, not a repeat of that earlier close the pocket. That one was way weaker. Isildur just backing up before it even started. Before it even had the beginnings. Just minimized the damage and had his own button ready to counter the tank attack as well. Still any team's game, but speaking of buttons, the P-47s are here as an option. Do still have the flak half track, and just camped up on the top side. Not really used in combat too much the last few minutes. Knows he's up against paratroopers, right? So I can imagine that the loiter is on the horizon. More P4s for André. These AT guns are going to be a big problem for Elpern to handle, though. Like a booby trap this. Can he spot it? Booby trap's not going off. Oh! Major dead up here, jumping out of the building, maybe. Fresh squad of paras for Nicko. There's the Katyusha right on top of the Elpern support weapons. Oh, Paris did on the top. They had a big P4 shot maybe. They dropped one of their weapons as well in 1919. Elpern getting forced back. Isildur's really taking control of the bottom side. It's just so hard to deal with these double AT guns supported by ooh-rahing, sneering conscripts. Oh, this could be the end of the flak half track too. He smokes out of there real early. P4's making a move. Getting around on the side of one AT gun forces the Raketen to retreat. But sneer on and drops the AT loiter. Can the flak half track shoot down in time to save the day? Oh, bounce from the AT gun. And the Fusiliers have it in their sights. AT gun goes down. Sherman's up here though. He can't kill or salvage this. He's going to try steal it. That's not going to work. P4 does die. Flak half track can't shoot down the P-47s in time. Doesn't even get a shot off with that stolen AT gun. Isildur zizzes through the middle, boxing Elpern out from assisting. André drives back in with his P4. Oh! Big damage on the stern pyros there. Flak half track just taking an unusually long time to shoot down the planes. Doesn't even shoot them down. That's got to be some of the worst RNG from a flak I've ever seen. He's there shooting at the planes the whole time. Didn't even kill them before the ability timed out. Very unusual. Now the Axis looking really bad on map control. Didn't manage to kill that AT gun. If they killed it, it would have been okay there for Andre. But did not go down. Oh, I think Elpern could have rolled in there, got the kill, but he's worried about the Zis. He doesn't know the position. Position. How have I never thought of that till now? Oh, still took big damage. Hoping for the wipe. Oh, the light cover, I think, saving the day. Some overs now. Could pick up the bar as well. Double LMG overs. It's going to be good. Quite a few mediums here for the allies in the middle. Only one AT gun right now for the Axis. It's got another one, but it's coming up from base still. It's right out the front as well. It's taking some heavy fire. P4's coming in from the top side. His Greed is dead. His AT gun's still alive. His P4 is high vet one nearly, and it is dead. This is so high vet. Snare out. I mean grenade out rather. The ISG-5 is not quite enough. And they just have no answer to these AT guns. Again, it's the problem for the Axis team. They're relying on close the pocket to counter them, but often not available. And when it's not available, these double AT guns of Isildur especially just slaughtering Elpern. He's constantly second guessing where they are, so he's not being aggressive with his P4s.
We have lost a pack gun.
It's just not working out, but okay, nice. Andre manages to decrew this one and kill it off.
We have 100 points remaining.
The announcer Axis ticking under 100 now. Yak Panzer in the build for Andre. Giving up on the P4 spam. Isildur's just got such a big army now. He's got huge amount of resources in reserve on top of all that.
Armor ready.
Battle group's right here, so they could recrew this AT gun and reinforce it pretty easily. I've been trying to make use of the stormtroopers to do some cheeky stealth capping. Spotted by the Paranade though. Allies looking to close the game here with a triple cap. Helping close to a close the pocket. Doesn't have break supply line, but maybe he could rush out the back with a P4 on breakthrough to set it up. Looking good for his map control right now though, and I can imagine another Katyusha barrage coming in here being a major problem.
We must stiffen our resolve. We are down to 75 points.
P4 overextending. Hitting. Comes the Katyusha. Pack's in trouble. So is the ISG. Nicko dropping his loiter down again. No, no. Can the flak half track have better RNG this time round? Elpern's machine gun's dead. P4 taking actually quite a lot of damage there.
The situation is becoming critical.
Setting up. Gonna try fight this. He goes for a ram. Penetrates. One T-34 down. One P4 still alive, but nope. Spoke too soon. The doubles this out the back, taking it out. Both of Elpern's AT guns are dead. Yeah, Panzer coming down, but it's too late. Doesn't have the right angle. This time the P-47's dead after the first pass, so much better RNG. Panzer's up here. 29 points left for the Axis.
The enemy is down to 25 points. Victory is in our grasp.
Oh, whoa, stormtroopers out the back here. Didn't see them. They're dead. T-85 hasn't really even done anything this game. He's had it for a while. Now anti-tank Overwatch just to zone the P4 from the middle. Try to close the VPs. Up and dropping a smoke to get the cap off. He's still got enough for a close the pocket. There's only P4 that he could maybe go for a move on. Is so low in health, he'll probably die before he gets out the back again. André needs to be pushing in from the top side. Closing down some of the space. 3 Sherman tanks, all at full strength. P4 nearly dead. Zoning the AT gun. Panzer creeping up, getting some hits and some misses. He did Sherman. There we go. Nice pickup for André. Good dodging the Katyusha pretty well. Oh, can't dodge the T-34 shot though. Oh, retreats through the rockets. That was a close call. I honestly think André needs to creep up here and look for more. Risky, but kind of feels necessary given what's happening. Given there are 18 VPs rather. They're higher up. So you can sit back, but he has to push. They're losing control of the middle. Coming in from the top side now, André. Getting some rear arm hits. 1 Sherman down. Going for the next. Double ATs are still boxing Elpern off the middle though. $13 points left. Nope. Allies too strong in the middle. Flanking. P4. Jack Panzer meanwhile taking out the SU-85. Finds the Katyusha as well. Probably need to commit to the kill there. T-34 is going to prevent the cap, and that's going to be GG. Close. Close one. May not look good on the VPs, but that was really close. Oh man, that should have been the Axis game to win after that first close the pocket for sure, man. For sure, but maybe the Axis feeling a bit cocky after that. André kind of running in to close the pocket, lost 2 squads, I think it was. And Elpern just making some overly aggressive plays. Losing a few units, found himself in some major trouble. He saw, you know, just building his way back. Never getting these AT guns out of position. Able to close the game. Well, I'm sure these guys would have felt super depressed after losing a game like that. When you get a big advantage like after that first close the pocket and you end up losing the game, you're just like, what did I do wrong there? Just end it, you know? Oh man, I feel sorry for them. But they're going up against 2 juggernauts here. So hard to beat these guys. Even when something goes your way like that, first close the pocket. Second one was very bad. To just about nothing. I think a white 1 conscript on retreat. That was lucky. Lucky too. But yeah, again, allies with the double AT guns causing the Axis a lot of problems. In this game, Andre managed to make some good plays with his infantry, pressure them, decrew them. So at least Nicko's kind of kept in check. You know, when he got up to 2, decrewed them, killed them, got them back down to 1. But yeah. Can't say the same about Isildur's once. But yeah, nice change of pace on this game, like lots of medium tanks. Bit more mobile play. I think enabled by Vo Farmlands having a pretty wide battlefront. Makes the mediums, the speed of them, much more relevant. GG, what a great series. Good, best of 5. Well played. And big thank you to Andre for organizing the tournament as well. Make sure you guys go check out his channel where he's got all the other replays from the other games. If you want to check out the finals and stuff. All right. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game recaps by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.